Jonathan believes that his 18-month-old daughter is being neglected and abused by his ex-wife, Crystal. He has seen scratches and bruises on the child that Crystal can't explain, and now Jonathan and his family believe his daughter's in danger. Take a look.
I'm here because I'm tired of the way that my ex-sister-in-law treats my niece. I'm worried about her well-being. I'm worried about her welfare. When Crystal and my brother were together, she refused to do anything to take care of her daughter. She wouldn't change her diaper. She sat on her butt and let my brother do everything. He had to work, he had to clean up after her, he had to take care of the baby, and she did nothing. We started noticing things that shouldn't be happening when my niece was about 6 months old. And there was an incident where supposedly a speaker from a computer fell on her head, and then the story changed to a lamp. There was an occasion where my brother was in the living room and Crystal and my niece were in the bedroom, and he heard a thunk and heard his daughter crying, and Crystal said that she rolled off the bed, but at the time she wasn't able to roll over. She wasn't able to move herself that far. Now that my brother and Crystal are no longer together, she has physical custody of my niece, unfortunately. We've noticed bruises, we've noticed dirty clothes every time we pick her up. She acts like she hasn't eaten for days. She has horrific diaper rashes that have bled and cracked. We've actually had to take her to the doctor for these diaper rashes. She's had bruises. She had a mark on her hand that looked like somebody took a metal bottle cap and pressed it down into her hand. She even once came to us with a burn on her hand from a wood-burning stove. I don't know anybody that would let their child close enough to a wood-burning stove to burn herself bad enough to get a blister. My brother should have custody. He's the better parent. Even the judge stated that he had the better support system. He has a job. He has a stable place to live, which Crystal does not. My family and I, especially me and my brother, would like to know if she is being abused or if she's just a neglectful mother. We want the truth, and we want it now.
Jonathan, that's your sister on the tape talking about her niece, your daughter. What's going on with Crystal?
Crystal and I met online, and we got married way too fast, which was a big mistake.
How fast did you get married after?
We met, and about 2 weeks later, we were married.
So you didn't have the normal courting process? You didn't really get to know her?
No.
You kind of.
That was a big mistake.
You jumped in,
But on the other hand, I wouldn't change anything about it because
you have your daughter.
Exactly.
Okay. Why do you think now that Crystal's abusing your daughter?
There have just been too many accidents, well, what she calls accidents, that have happened. I mean, like my sister said, the computer speaker.
Supposedly fell on her.
Yeah, supposedly fell on her, but the cord for that computer speaker was behind the headboard where I couldn't reach it. And Crystal said that she pulled it down on herself. There was one night Crystal and I had an argument, and she picked up my daughter and stormed off. And I heard a thump, and then my daughter started screaming. I ran to see what was going on, and Crystal said that she'd hit her own elbow on the bedroom door, but a big red mark above her eye. When the computer speaker had fallen on her head, she had a knot like that on her head. I mean, at the time, sorry. At the time, I took it as it could have been an accident. But looking back on it and everything else that's happened since, it doesn't add up.
Did you ever see anything in her you would say, man, never thought she'd be like that, or?
Pretty much as soon as we got married, she started slapping me in the head. She slammed my head in a bathroom door.
And why did she slam your head in the bathroom door?
We were having an argument. I was trying to follow her and talk things out. And she slammed the door literally on my head. This past Wednesday, she brought to come see me for a couple hours. I bring my daughter in the house, and the first thing she says, as soon as I sit her down, she runs into the kitchen, "Eat!"
And you believe that your ex-wife's not feeding her properly?
I don't think she is feeding her properly.
And I understand there's some severe diaper rash?
Yeah. Almost every time I pick her up, she's either got a diaper rash bad enough that she's bleeding or is close to bleeding from it.
How often do you get your daughter?
I get her 6 days a month right now.
6 days a month?
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of hard on you, right?
Especially considering the fact that for almost the entire first year of her life, I spent every single day with her.
What is your biggest fear?
That something is going to happen and she's going to get hurt severely or possibly even end up dead.
What do you hope happens today on the show?
I want to get some answers, and I want to find out what's going on And above all else, I want to make sure my daughter's safe.
Let's bring out Crystal.
I'm not abusing my daughter. How freaking dare you? How dare you do this to me?
Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch him.
How can you accuse me of this, Dex?
Well, I think you just come running out on stage and pushing him around. You might do something
You
stupid.
explain all the bruises and scratches and cuts.
She's an 18-month-old child. What do you expect? She's falling down a flight of stairs.
How